There's a beautiful glimpse of a fox moving around during the day. And the big bucks, they're starting to move in here really good. And an old glimpse of Dirty Dan moving around a little bit. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies, another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. Now you can see the leaves are changing. It's about at its peak here. But it's not as beautiful as it normally is because we just haven't had no rain. Just really had no rain since that hurricane. Maybe a sprinkle or two, that's about it. But I hope y'all doing well. And hope y'all having some good fall color. But it's so dry here. But the animals seem to be moving around awful well. They seem to be liking it. But there's water close by. The old pond? Well, the sinkhole I call a pond. It's just dried up. But the animals are wearing it out. That's for sure. They don't care. They love to play in this pond, water or no water. So let's just see what stepped in front of the cameras this week. So relax, take it easy, and let's get started. Well, up on the ridge you can see the little ponds are doing real good. They're grown up. And here's the twins, still with their mom, picking around on the ridge. And there's a rare glimpse of a fox during the day, checking out the camera. I don't know if that's Betty or Freddie, but ain't they pretty? And there he is again at the rocks. Rare glimpse of them during the day, and mostly at night. And there's a picture of old Dirty Dan moving through, just the back end of him. He ain't very happy saying hi lately. And in the acorns, little animals is busy, even the little birds. Beautiful little Carolina wren here. And the squirrels, they got so much to pick from, they don't know which way to go. But they better get them while they can and put them up. They won't last long. And there's a little blue jay out in them acorns too. And the bucks, they're starting to move in here with these does. It's that time of year. It's starting to get hot for them. They're moving through, even the bachelor group. And the little old does, they just buying their time, trying to sniff out this camera. And they just come and go browsing on this ridge. No pressure on them. And they'll just sit down and relax. They watch out for each other. And there's a set of twins right there. Another set, just bulging across the ridge. They all grown up, ain't they? And there's old Yeller out making his round. He's doing some serious hunting here, trying to sneak up on something. There's a good picture of old Yeller, the one-eyed bobcat, I call it. Moving on through. Hitting the camera as he goes. And there's Dirty Dan on the path again, just the back end of him, moving through. Can't catch a front glimpse of him. He ain't tripping the camera. And there's a little squirrel on the path. They're so busy. And the deer too. Looks like a little young fawn. Just browsing through. And here at the log, there's little Chucky. He's busy working. Packing as much as he can pack out of here. But he's got to say hi. Got a mouthful, ain't he? But this is Ricky's spot here. He loves this spot. He's a carrying them walnuts off, I'll tell you that. They ain't lasting long. He's either eating them or packing them off. But he has to stop and eat one every once in a while. Eat him a lunch. But he's still looking. He's about got them all, but they're still falling out of the trees here and there. But that's no mind. He gets into the acre. Too much to choose from. And up at the rock, there's a beautiful little red-headed woodpecker on Ricky's perch. And a little ground squirrel in the background. And there looks like old Ricky, but I can't be sure. They always like his little perch. But there's Dirty Dan. Moving out. Don't catch much of him. This is the only other picture I got of him, besides this one. And here's old Yaller up here, checking out the rock while Dirty Dan's away. He's got to leave him a present. Dirty Dan don't like that. I know he don't like that for sure. But old Dirty Dan comes back in. Got to check out his rock. He don't like it. He's going to head on in. Pretty soon he'll head in for his long nap. Time will tell. Down at the pond, the deer down here browsing in all these weeds. The weeds are about gone. They've laid down. These frost have killed them down. But the turkey's still getting the seeds off of them. They're working hard. They love his seed, grass seed. And they can work it over too. But they're curious about the camera too. And at the other camera, they just scratching over here. Always scratching. These old birds stay busy. Dawn to dusk. I love to watch them. Just to study nature. But they'll grouse and pick and scratch all day long. Come late in the evening, the bucks start moving around. Look at that, and that's a nice one, ain't he, moving through the woods? There's another one. The bachelor herd has come in here. There's another one there in front of the camera. Beautiful bucks. But they'll start getting more plentiful in here. Getting that time of year. Ain't that got a nice rack on it? Right in front of the camera. They don't care. They probably growed up here. Come dark though, the coons is out. They got to mark their little rock. And the fox is out too. I can't tell you if that's Freddy or Betty. It's one or the other. But they're moving around good even during the day. And the little possum's out too. Everything's got their own little thing to be doing. And there's looks like Stripe up here in the wood, leaving his scent. And that looks like Snowball in the rock. He's come home. Beautiful little skunk. Spotted skunk. That's old Snowball, looks like. He was born in the Rock Motel. And the old possums moving through. They just come and go, passing each other, and they run into each other once in a while, I'd say. Now here's a funny picture. There's an old fat coon coming through. But here's a funny picture I caught. This coon looks like he's got a patch, a leaf, over his eye. Why? I have no idea. That's a strange picture. And there's a fox at the little log stump, coming right in front of the camera. There he is again, checking out the camera like it's going to move or something. But they got things to do too. Now here's the bachelor herd moving through. There's 2 bucks, 3. Here they are again moving across another camera. There's 2, 3 nice sized bucks. I caught another glimpse of them right here on another camera till they time out. They're there. They're there. And the old coyotes, they're there too. Old Charlie, he's just following them around. These old deer, they just walk right up to the camera. A little doe here. Ain't they beautiful? Just curious. And there's the old coon up the stump. He senses something. Too many animals moving around. They have to watch out. Even at the acre. And the old possums down there too. And up at the rock, there's a coon moving through, checking things out. Now this next picture is really strange right here. Here's 5 coons, a family of them moving through. A whole family of coons. I counted 5 right here in this clip. Mommy bringing her babies through. And there's old Flat Top up the rock. Wonder what he's up to. Now here's an old cat I hadn't seen in months. Old Smoky or Spooky I called him, but it's been months since I've seen him. But he's here at the rock checking things out, and that looks like a possum up there fending him off. He don't want nothing to do with that possum. So he moves on, and so does old Willie there, looks like, the old possum. You never know what you see at the rock. But up on the ridge, that looks like old Willie up there. Just doing his thing, moving on through. And there's old No-Tail moving across the ridge. And there's a fox. Animals moving around pretty good. And of course, little old rabbit, he's watching out for the fox. Everything's moving. And even down at the pond, the little rabbit, they live hard, I know they do. And here's a coon moving through in the background there, right at the last. And at the other camera, there's no big buck down here. They're down here, right in front of the camera on this one. There's more than one there. This bachelor group, they haven't really started fighting yet. And you'll see right here in the upper right-hand corner, at the end right here, you'll see another buck starting to step in. It timed out. And come down, The deer's still here unless something runs them off. Here's the does at the pond. They enjoy all these different grasses. And across the ridge at dawn, the deer just browsing out in the woods, starting their day. That looks like Mommy and the triplets right there. And there's old Yeller getting an early start, back up at the rock again, aggravating Dirty Dan. And out in the woods, another day unfolds here on the ridge. But it's time for the squirrels. They're having the time of their life this time of year. So much to choose from, so much work to do, so many nuts. And they're just coming and going. Having a good time. And they're getting ready for winter. You can bet on that. But they gotta watch out. Everything in the world's after them too. But they're so comical, so relaxing. They tickle me. Well, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras, guys. I hope you enjoy these little videos. They are something to make, I'll tell you. But take care. See you next week. God bless, and I'll see you next time.